All right, guys, let's look at the last student task statement called Rational Numbers Multiplication Grid. So number 1 is telling us to complete the shaded boxes in the multiplication square, which is right here. All right. So what I notice is it's going from 0. This should be 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And if you notice the numbers in orange, it's counting by 5. So you could say, okay, 20, and this will be 25. Okay. And it says, look at the patterns along the rows and columns. Complete the patterns in the unshaded boxes. And then it said complete the whole table. So what you guys can do right now while I'm filling this table out is that you guys could try to fill it out at home. If you have any questions about how to fill it out, you can fill it out with me. So I want to start with the easiest thing first. It's filling out the zeros. So let's start off by filling out the zeros. Because zeros is going to stay zeros. Okay? Now, if I was to do the multiplication 1, -1 times +1 would be -1. And then it's going to be 1 times -2, which is -2. 1 times -3 is -3. -4, -5. You guys notice that this is a reflection of the numbers above, but it's just negative. So let's keep the same pattern going. So it's going to be -2, -4, -6, -8, -10. All right. And then it's going to be -3, -6, -9, -12, -15. And the same applies for this one, which is going to be -4, -8, -12, -15. Well, this one will be 16, then -20. And then this one will be a reflection, -5, -10, -15, -20, -25. Okay? All right, so notice in this quadrant that all the numbers are negative. So I could do the same thing on this side as well. So notice that it has a -2 already given to us. So we could do -4, -6, -8, -10. Okay. And then for the next one, it will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And just to give you guys just like a little quick hint, it's just going, this one, we're still multiplying a positive times a negative. So all of my products is going to be negative in these in this area of the unshaded region. Okay, so you could either speed this video up so you could check your answers, but I'll finish filling out the table for you guys. Oopsie whoopsie. All right. So then for the next quadrant, which is this one, which is the negative times the negative, a negative times a negative is a positive number. So this quadrant should look the same as this one. So it's going to be the same, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then I can do the bottom one, which is 5, 15, 20, 25. And I can do the same thing for this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And this one is counting by 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16. And then this one is going to be -3. Well, positive. I'm sorry about that. positive 3, positive 6, positive 9, positive 12. All right, so 4 says, what does this tell you about multiplication with negative numbers? All right, so here's what the books have, and I'm going to read you verbatim. It says, this tells us, let me go to the next one. It says, what does this tell us about multiplying negative numbers? When you multiply, a negative times a negative will be a positive, and if you multiply two numbers that are the same, it's going to be a positive. If you multiply two numbers that are different, it's going to be a negative. All right, guys, so if you guys had any issues with lesson 9, part 4, please refer to your manager's Google Meet session, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson on Monday. Bye, guys.